Hi everybody, I'm Tim, a quantum computing researcher and founder of Opacity. We're the first quantum computing software company that can map out errors across the full quantum computing stack. From financial optimization to rapid drug discovery, the markets that quantum computers will be deployed to are huge. Quantum computers, the next generation of supercomputers, really are going to change everything. So, it shouldn't surprise anyone that tech giants like Google, IBM, Microsoft, and a contingent of startups are now locked into a space race to build the first quantum computer. The problem is, current quantum computers are plagued by errors, and no one can build one that works yet. Why not? Well, think of a quantum computer as a city, where performing a computation is like navigating a car from A to B in this city. When the quantum computer is working, we get from A to B. However, if we don't, and instead end up at C, then the answer is wrong. Here's the problem. They currently don't have the actual map of their city. They're navigating off their design, not what they've actually built, which will have errors, and even small errors can ruin a computation. To use this quantum computer, they need to navigate, but they don't have access to the actual map. Currently, most of the effort is going into getting the quantum computers they build to be closer and closer to the ideal design by trying to remove all of these errors. But this is proving difficult, expensive, and slow. At Opacity, we want to flip this problem upside down. Don't make the city fit the map. Make the map fit the city. We've developed a software tool called Quiver, which can, for the first time ever, plug into a quantum computer and build that unique map from scratch. We're like Google Maps for your quantum computer. With the actual map, we can now navigate a new route through the errors, taking you from A to B, effectively increasing the performance without touching a single piece of hardware. The beauty of this new approach to mapping quantum computers is that it can be plugged into every level of the quantum computing stack, from the bottom stack, which contains the quantum nuts and bolts, to the top, where the end users, which are hedge funds, pharma companies, and governments, log in and use one. This is unique to Quiver, and we will be the first company to bridge the stack, accelerating the delivery of functional quantum computers to real applications in markets. IBM Q have recognized the value of this approach, and Opacity are entering into an exciting partnership with them, joining their IBM Q network. Firstly, this gives us the ability to use IBM quantum hardware to test our beta product. Secondly, it connects us to 40 odd other members of the network, which include many top stack customers, including Goldman Sachs, ExxonMobil, and Mitsubishi Chemical. Lastly, IBM Q will soon be opening a cloud marketplace where we will have the opportunity to be one of the first tools that their customers can use in their applications. With over 100,000 users on their service already, this is an extremely exciting path to market for us. Also, the advantage of being amongst the first products in this marketplace is massive. 2019 reports have estimated a total available market of over $200 million, which, through market validation, we have identified an obtainable market of about 13 million. This is a nascent market though, and we are currently sitting at the beginning of an exponential market growth, with estimates putting the industry between $3 and $6 billion by 2025. IBM Q are the first to have a quantum computing cloud platform, but Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and AWS are about to enter the game. There are exciting times ahead for the quantum computing industry, and Opacity will be a key player. We have an epic team. Tom and I are final year PhD students and experts in quantum computing. We're bringing the scientific research that forms the basis of Quiver. Phil, a data scientist and engineer, is our CTO and is leading the development of the Quiver API, bridging our science and tech. Claire, our COO, brings her experience in consulting and project management to handle business operations, as well as keeping a close rein on any excessive academic exploration. We invite investors who are interested to get in touch, as we'll be looking at raising seed funding at the end of this year. Let's get chatting early so that we can demystify this new market for you and explain how Opacity is going to fit into it. Last year, Google ran the first quantum computation that couldn't be done on a supercomputer. This was a first launch moment. Opacity have the tools to take the current state of quantum computing to a whole new level. The question now is, who is going to be first on the moon?